problem. Our government is not vetting these refugees. And until they can come up with a better plan to do that and actually get it done, the borders need to remain closed. What we have here is a real problem. The borders are open. What we can do in America, what we can do in all of our nations across the world, if your country is wanting to allow these refugees to come through and they're not vetting them, you need to call them up. It's easy to sit down and watch the news and get mad about what's going on. But it takes a real person to get out there and have your voice be heard. So like I've said before, get off your butt, turn off the TV, make a phone call, write a letter, write an email to somebody. Let your government know how you feel, that you do not agree with them by letting these refugees come in here. You can find more reports at INFOWARS.com. Also, look for updates at the Real Alex Jones Twitter, and make sure you go to his Facebook as well. I'm Joe Biggs from Paris, France, and this is INFOWARS.com.
This is a protest, and this is a riot. If you can't tell the difference, then you are part of the problem. INFOWARS.com.
I have a dream.
I began to get into iodine a few years ago because it was helping me and my family so much get healthy and detoxify. I believe our research is conclusive. This is the best iodine out there. And I know this for a fact. Nobody else has got iodine based on these pure crystals, ladies and gentlemen.
For a limited time, experience the ancient power of Survival Shield X2.
I believe our research is conclusive. This is the best iodine out there.
Take advantage of this at InfoWarsLife.com.
And why wearing a Hillary for President t-shirt might get you punched in the face.
They thought it said Hillary for president. He said, I was seconds away from sending my bar back over here to punch you in the face. Since you're wearing a Hillary for prison shirt, you don't have to buy drinks here. Everything's on the house.
Hillary for president.
Hillary's not surging, I tell you that. They're not saying that. They're not saying that. Thank you.
There you have it. Donald Trump endorses Hillary for prison. Get your Hillary for Prison 2016 t-shirt at the InfoWars store. And on the back, it says, legalize freedom. Show your disapproval of Hillary by buying your t-shirt today.
But what she's done is criminal.
This is an American president. Just add puppet, then vote and repeat every 4 years.
All right, we are about to go on air here with this info. You rolling on Facebook mentions? All right, good. Let's go ahead and roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, we've seen a lot of attacks on free speech. And everybody knows that I was against the Republicans trying to put, parental warnings on music because it's up to parents to decide what their kids listen to and what they watch. The government shouldn't be involved. And we always said that could lead to censorship. I am not partisan about this. I'm a libertarian. But man, the Democrats have gone like 1,000 light years worse, trying to ban the terms mother and father or boy or girl because it might hurt a transgendered person. Whoever said that? Jerry Seinfeld and others have come out and said they won't even go to colleges and do their comedy routine because people flip out on them. We have seen so many cases of this where political correctness has become a serious tyranny in this nation. And it's been directed, not just in the United States, but in Europe as well, where if you criticize open borders from Syria with all these militants coming in and blowing stuff up, Facebook is shutting you down. The police are even raiding people's houses for their speech. And now, Hillary Clinton has sent her campaign and had high-level campaign officials call the Laugh Factory undoubtedly the most famous comedy club in the world. I mean, you name it. So many of the greats have come from there. Speaking of, Jerry Seinfeld, his own daughter showed up this year, and they said, we're moving back to New York so you can see more boys. She's 14. She said, Dad, boys and girls together is sexist. Just the word boy and girl is sexist. This is by design. Hillary has had her campaign threaten to, quote, bankrupt them, shut them down. You've got to read these articles. Hillary Clinton's Laugh Factory threats. Why did her campaign want comedians' personal contact information so they could threaten them? This is the reality of what's going on, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And if they can shut down comedy, they can shut down any free speech. Going back thousands of years ago in medieval Europe or even Rome, the person that had the most free speech other than the king was the jester, because they could say things nobody else was allowed to. Musicians that would go around and play their three-string instruments would also have ballads against corruption. This goes back to the time of Robin Hood. But now Hillary Clinton, across the board, has said that Bernie Sanders is sexist because Bernie Sanders has criticized her. This is the insanity. So I don't care if you're left, right, center, libertarian, black, white, Jewish, German, Chinese, Mexican, or purple. Everyone should see this as a major threat because they are intimidating TV shows, writers, you name it, to self-censor, to control what they're saying. And this is the greatest attack I've ever seen on free speech. This is 21st century book burning. In fact, I want to go live and walk around some of the studio and talk about this crap with people because I personally have had enough of this. I have made it my business to make fun of politicians. I've made it my business, too, to criticize them and basically call them frauds. When Bush lied about Iraq and WMDs, I called him a piece of crap. I mean, we got him right here as the Joker. He's a clown. Will I get shut down? Will I get arrested for this? I mean, if I want to throw darts at a picture of Hillary Clinton, it's my right as an American and as a free person to do it. I mean, here's Barack Obama right here. I got him as a clown. Is that okay with you? It's about being able to make fun of who you want, as long as you don't hurt somebody else, okay? I mean, look at this crap. Look at this. People make fun of the Democratic Party, political cartoons, call them a bunch of jackasses, call the Republicans elephants. That's what it's all about. We have unmasked Hillary Clinton. And if we want to call her a lying, demonic corporate witch who helped give the banks unlimited banker bailout money, then you know what? We can do it. You got that, Hillary? We're sick of your crap. Free speech needs to be protected in this nation. If we want to talk bad about the Lord and Savior Barack Obama, bought and paid for by crony capitalists, we're going to do it. We're going to do it all we want. And we don't want any harm to come to Obama. That'd make him a martyr. But we're going to destroy his name and what he stands for and the frauds he pushes. In fact, let's go talk to some more of the crew. I don't even know where I'm going with this other than the fact we're going to resist it. And that's what this comes down to. If you're sick of this crap, then take action yourself and engage in the First Amendment and free speech. We're announcing a $5,000 contest that runs until December 21st. You've got a month to produce a video and upload it on YouTube and one other platform where you make fun of Hillary Clinton and her policies or how she looks or what she stands for or any of it. The truth is, with the new media, the system can't control everybody. It wants to have select comedy on Comedy Central with Jon Stewart, with his fake liberal garbage, or with people on Saturday Night Live. But then no one else can engage in it because the political bosses will intimidate you. And that's because they know Hillary is a joke. And she personally, it's been documented, can't handle criticism. Well, she certainly shouldn't be president. I've been made fun of all over Comedy Central. I've been made fun of all over. I love it because people will come find the real me. And I will fight to the death for their right on Comedy Central and Bill Maher on HBO to make statements about me that aren't true. To make statements about me saying Alex Jones thinks cancer is good for you. Wasn't true, but I can now counter them. They're desperate. But see, they want to restrict what I have to say. If the left doesn't stand up to this, if the right doesn't stand up to this, with the persecution of the Tea Party, the persecution with the IRS of Christian organizations and veterans groups and gun groups, we're going to lose it all. If they would have arrested Michael Moore for his documentary, I would have come out against it. I would have stood for him. But Michael Moore didn't stand up for Dinesh D'Souza, who served 9 months in prison because his film was almost as big as Michael Moore's. This is dangerous. This is out of control, and it's got to stop. So in the next few hours, it'll be up on INFOWARS.com. And we're going to post this video as well so that you can go there, be part of it, make your video, whether it's low-tech or high-tech, whether it's sophisticated or not. Let's stand up for free speech and free expression, or this country's gone. They're getting rid of the 10th Amendment, the 9th Amendment, the 4th Amendment, the 2nd Amendment. They're coming after all of it because it's there to protect us. And once the big multinational corporations with their TPPs and the rest of it get it in place, there's no checks and balances to protect us. And then America is just one more country. The rule book in America, the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence is what makes us special. And this country didn't even have that much resources compared to a Mexico or a continent like Africa. But we became the wealthiest because we had a little bit of freedom. We weren't perfect. I went and saw Tom Hanks' movie, Bridge of Spies, and I'm not plagiarizing it because they're plagiarizing just an American statement. He says, hey, to the CIA guy that wants him to violate attorney-client privilege, he says, you're German, right? You know, Hoffman's your last name. You know, I'm Irish, both sides. But no matter what color we are or where we came from, what makes us American is the rule book. Because if you don't have that rule book, it's just more dirt. And then we're like North Korea. Then there's no floor, there's no ceiling, there's no rule book, there's no rudder, and we're a bunch of slaves. So that's what it comes down to. We are going to play these entries, the good ones, the bad ones, and the ugly ones, on the air. We're going to promote these. So regardless, you're going to win being part of this contest. Standing up for free speech, standing up and letting them know when they try to silence somebody, when they try to restrict free speech, when they try to shut somebody up, we're all going to stand up together. No matter if it's liberal speech, conservative speech, libertarian speech, communist speech, free market speech, Muslim speech, Christian speech, atheist speech. We're going to stand up for free speech because we are the Renaissance, we are the Enlightenment, we are going to lead the world out of the dark age into some incredible times, but not if they can have this concerted effort to shut everything down. So, first prize, $5,000. Second prize, $1,000. Third prize, Hillary for Prison t-shirts from InfoWarsStore.com and the Hillary laughing pin. Exercise your rights, like muscles, or lose them. It's up to you now if you're going to stand up and let this garbage happen. And certainly, doing this contest won't save the world. But laying down will ensure we lose. Standing up is the spirit that will spread in the animating contest of liberty and set brush fires in the minds of men and women everywhere to counter this garbage. It's happening in America. They're putting out national polls about arresting people that don't believe in man-made climate change. It's tyranny. It's happening. They're trying to ban brown bags in Seattle, saying they're racist. Wake up out of the cult. Wake up out of the trance. Say no. Resist. Take action. I'm Alex Jones signing off for InfoWars.com. Now get out there and exercise your First Amendment and make fun of the witch, Hillary Clinton.
Thanks for watching the show tonight. We'll see you here again next week, 7 p.m. Central.
Knockout is back. If you want a product that has 10 known ingredients that naturally get your body to relax, your brain to relax, so you get deep, restful sleep, Knockout's it. InfoWarsLife.com. L-theanine, hops flower extract, lemon balm extract, valerian root extract, chamomile flower extract, L-tryptophan extract, melatonin, and more. All organic, all the natural sources. It's the same price as leading brands of melatonin that are 3 milligrams apiece. It has 3 milligrams, the standard recommended dose for an adult. It's got the GABA, so it would probably cost $50 to take all this as separate pills. It's $19.95. You take 1 or 2 of these, and it just is really clean, restful sleep is what the reviews are. It's what I've experienced. and it just synergistically puts everything in there. InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com, or call 888-253-3139.
You are watching the InfoWars Nightly News, which airs 7 p.m. Central at InfoWarsNews.com. And your support is helping us defend liberty worldwide.